morning, every morning. Step on the scales every morning, that's like the most accurate time to check your weight. 3rd November, 20 to 8. So, usually set my alarm for 8:30. And then today, I've got wrestling this morning at 11 o'clock. Got some pads with Tiago, so we're gonna jump on there. Big day. Wrestling's a big day. Yes. Wrestling's a big day. It's a lot of rounds, a lot of volume, a lot of drilling at the start as well. So hopefully you enjoy the video and yeah. So what's been happening lately, just out of personal preference, I've just been having 2 black coffees every morning just before training. What I've been doing is I've trying to be like backlogging my calories to like further into the day, just because it makes me feel a little bit better as you go into the night, fuller for longer. There's no direct evidence to show that, you know, eating breakfast in the morning helps your metabolism or something along those lines, or helps you kick off. So I just try and push my meals further down the road. It's like kicking the can down the road. It means I've got a little bit more to play with later on. It means I can eat a little bit more, like bigger meals for lunch and dinner, and then maybe have a snack. So it's kind of something that I've adopted as I've got here. Depending if I have like a really big day, sometimes I'll maybe eat like a bagel or something in the morning, but as of now, just 2 black coffees, helps me go to the toilet, all that sort of stuff that you don't want to hear about, and then head down to wrestling at 8 a.m, 11 a.m. But as you can see, this is the room. Got not much in here other than my bed, got my laptop here, a wee table, there's another bed just over there. In fact, I'll give you a little bit of a tour here. So obviously got my bed, got just a spare bed over there that just kind of holds all my sparring gear and my suitcase and stuff, and you know, got 2 drawers here just to, you know, put the stuff in. There's my the dreaded scale. I hate this fucking thing. And this is kind of, you know, a mess of stuff that I use day to day. You know, this stuff here's electrolytes. This is a really good sponsor of mine, Stacked. It's a supplement brand that has things like flavour drops. This is cream of rice. I usually eat that on a sparring day. This is electrolytes as well. That's just the same. But yeah, this is pretty much what it looks like. And then you'll see from later on today that, you know, I'll be eating some stuff like this. This is mainly the meals that I have. If you've been following me for a while now, you'll see that that's the meals that the UFC provide for you if you want them. But yeah, that's about it. My life here is pretty. The only way I can explain it to people is it's just like jail. I literally can leave at any time I want, but you know, you don't really. I'm going to go to the Starbucks later on, so take you guys on with me. I usually walk up there, get a little snack, have a coffee or 2. One thing in America, which I cannot believe, free refills on like just regular coffees. Insane, can I beat it? But also look, this is the view that we have as well. This is the car park outside. The sun is splitting the sky. It is pretty cold right now, but you know, the weather is quite cold in December. But yeah, I'm hoping you're enjoying the video so far, guys. I'll try and give you an in-depth of what's happened today on Monday. Obviously, sometimes people are a bit funny about recording the actual live training and like wrestling and stuff like that, so that might not be allowed, but I'll take you a wee scoop round the gym as well, get a wee look and get a wee feel of the gym.
Content for them.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, give me give me a Mocko Mondays, because that's your Mocko Mondays.
Mocko Mondays. Pressure is a privilege. Good, better, best. May you never rest until your good is better and your better best.
Whoa, you smoked that. Back, get some food. I think I've got pancakes or some shit. Literally jumped the gilly in the fence and I've cut my back, which is a fucking nightmare, but it's going to be a sore one. But yeah, hard practice. What did we do? We done 2 10-minute rounds, 1 high intensity kind of positional round that was one guy's objective to try and like keep back position, also you know, just kind of stay on top. And you know, the guys over here at American Top Team, they're really a big advocate of being on top and, you know, being in the most dominant position possible to try and score. But yeah, it was a tough practice. So two 10-minute rounds. I went 1 round with Grant Dawson, and then I went 1 round with Jorge Masvidal, which was great. Yeah, get to test myself with both guys, you know, and you know, get a good feel. But yeah, I feel great today in practice. Call it practice over here. Just getting in with the lingo over here. But yeah, fantastic sparring. Get some lunch and see what you think. Got my lunch. So we have, let's see if I can move this down for you. 2 pancakes, 2 eggs. There was supposed to be 3 pancakes and 3 eggs, but for whatever reason, I don't know why, I haven't noticed, but I need to go to the shop. So I get meals from the UFC. I'll show you what I get. These are the strawberry and white chocolate pancakes that we get from the UFC. We also get different types. That's why I'm saying, you know, I was supposed to have 3 pancakes. It was meant to be like the chocolate and peanut butter ones, but I don't know why I've not got any left. I must have eaten them all. And I've only had 2 eggs left in the portion, so that'll just have to do for me just now. Usually I have a little bit more. So that there has 380 calories, 29 grams of protein, 60 grams of carbs, which is pretty good, 3 grams of fat. Then I've got 2 eggs. Each egg is about 70 calories. So I'll put the total up on the screen here, let you know. This will be my first meal. I'll probably have a wee snack later on to show you what else I have. But yeah, talking and enjoy this. Say hi. Say hi, Daddy. Say Daddy. Can you say Daddy? So the next part
of the day. Usually after my lunch I will lie down, phone the family as you see. But what I do usually now is I walk to a Starbucks. It's about a 20-minute walk. So one of the key things that I found throughout training, it's not so much just your training that's going to get you to your weight loss goals. Obviously a big part of my journey through each camp is the weight loss part. So what I do is I try and get my NEAT up. So NEAT means non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So what that means is, in the long and short of it, is that the more you do, the more calories you burn. So that's why it's super important for me. Head out here, get some steps in. I'm trying to get around 10 to 15,000 steps every single day. And what that'll do is it'll help me bring down that weight every day. Even on rest days, make sure you're keeping that activity level really, really high. So apologies, the sun is absolutely shining out the sky right now. But, I'm trying to walk this way for a bit. But you get the gist of it. This is what I try and do to try and help with the weight loss. Low impact, no strain on the body, but it's really good. And it's good to get out the gym, because sometimes in the gym it can be really, really boring. So stay on. You'll see me Starbucks, and I also get myself a little treat here. I'll get a wee Quest bar. We have the package secured. This is a wee treat. I always treat myself to this when we're in camp. The good thing about this, we've got 2 cups is 42 grams. We have 200 calories. Total fat is 15 grams, and total carbs is 13 grams, which is absolutely fantastic macros. And there's also 11 grams of protein. So this is a wee sweet treat for me. I usually have this maybe either a Monday or a Wednesday when I'm heading to the coffee shop, just to try and break up the diet a little bit. Calories are calories. It doesn't really matter what you're eating. Well, it does to a certain extent, but sometimes it's okay to have a little bit of shite, just to try and keep your spirits up, because this can be extremely boring. Obviously we had pancakes this morning, and later on tonight I think I'm probably just going to have some white rice, some eggs, and potentially some veg, just to kind of top me up for tomorrow's sparring. I've got some sparring with Grant tomorrow, so that'll be hard rounds. We'll probably do 4 hard rounds. Grant is an extremely talented grappler. He causes me a lot of troubles day in, day out. We wrestled today, so I'm looking forward to sparring with him. He's making me level up. He's one of my good friends over here, but also one of the best training partners I've got over here as well. So I'm very fortunate to have met Grant, and we've kind of hit it off. We try and respect each other in regards to not hurting each other in training, because that's one of the biggest things I've learned over the last few years, is trying to make sure you don't hurt your opponent or you hurt your training partner, because they're the guys that are going to be able to get you to the fight so you can perform at your best. So that's one of the best things I've learned while I've been here. So, good wee walk, good wee stretch, and as you can see here, already up to like nearly 8,000 steps, so that's fucking well over halfway. So doing something like that might seem like a pain in the ass at the time, but makes the world of difference, especially when you're cutting weight, getting these extra steps in. But look at that view. Cannot beat American Top Team. Just put this on, and then a minus 50 grams or whatever I'm going to put on, just easier rather than taking it out and weighing it on the spoon. So I'll take it 50 grams. So we've got 50 grams of Philadelphia, followed by a full packet of this salmon here. Only 90 calories, which is fantastic. About 10 grams of this. Perfect. And I add some salt. Obviously, because my training's been so heavy this morning, try and replace any sort of electrolytes that I lost within that training session. Here's the finished product. Looks not bad. This is theoretically pre-training snack, because obviously I missed breakfast. And then just had the eggs and the pancakes for lunch, so you know, like a third meal. Then I'll have a kind of bigger meal tonight, but I'll make sure I put in all the calories and macros and all that sort of stuff so everybody can see. I wish I could have 2 of these, right enough. Demolished. So, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this, but that meal there was like nearly 500 calories, just like my breakfast. So, we've got the bagel, 280 calories, the salmon was 90 calories, the cream cheese was 50 grams and it was 97 calories, and the Korean chili sauce was 10 grams and that was 17 calories. So that consisted of 31 protein, 56 carbs and 15 fat. So today I've consumed 1200 calories so far, 84 grams of protein, 129 grams of carbs and 42 grams of fat. So we're well on our way. I'm going to try and eat about 2,200 just to make sure that I'm filling the demands that I need for my training. Sometimes I don't manage it, but then other days I'll make up for that because maybe I'll go over. So it's all about net calories anyway, so throughout the week. But yeah, next up will be training with Tiago. That's on at 6 p.m. So we'll see you at the training session.
The rest of the week, I can get you more and then I'm gone.
That's fine.
So let's work with
To get some more in with Mike.
Jill.
Yeah.
We're trying to work on this stuff and this week, same size.
Same size.
So this is just to help boost up the calories a bit. Extra lean mince. So pretty much making a noodle dish. This is pretty high in calories. I wouldn't recommend this, you know, if you're trying to cut back in calories, but I've not eaten enough today, so needs must. So we'll have 140 grams of lean mince. So just to up the veg a little bit, very little veg today as well. Stick that in along with the buldak spicy ramen. I'll not be putting all that red sauce in for sure, it'll fucking kill me. But yeah, that's pretty basic. Oh, I'll add some of this as well just to kind of up the protein a little bit, because I'm behind on that, but yeah. So I use an app called Carbon Diet Coach that helps me, you know, scan every piece of food that I eat. Helps me keep track of calories, all these sorts of things. The only issue is you need to change it to grams because you're in America. It's good as gold. I don't tend to obviously track these. I should, but green veg. Very little. You're talking maybe 50 calories, and I've definitely under-eaten today anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So now, pretty much going to add all the ingredients. So we've got our mince in there. Going to add our noodles. Going to add some chopped spring onion. I'll just put the full packet in there because I'm a beast. And some diced onions. Get that fibre intake up. I've not eaten much veg today. And also, we'll add in the packets. Now this is hot. Mix all that up. The only thing I'm worried about is this red packet is absolutely melting John. So hot, I need to be careful about how much I add because it will burn the roof of my mouth completely off. What else I'm going to do is add, just to take that spice away as well. This is like your cream cheese or Philadelphia, but lower calorie. I've got 100 grams to have in here. 96, 101. Smashed it. So I'll put that in, helps thicken it up a little bit. Makes it taste nice, makes it thick, and hopefully it's not too spicy. That's my worst case scenario. But believe it or not, this is extremely tasty. Like I say, I don't advocate having this all the time, just because of the, the noodles. It's all processed food and quite high in calories. But I'm behind on my calories today, just because I've missed my breakfast and stuff. And like I say, I like backlogging my calories because it lets me enjoy things like this. See, that's spicy. Whew. Stick it in the microwave. Voila. Tasty as fuck. And there we have it. So it's about 700 calories, 722 I think. Like I said before, don't always eat like this, but I'm a little bit behind and need to make sure I've got the calories in for tomorrow. I've got sparring tomorrow, so super important. I've added some soy sauce and also some salt, just to obviously help with my electrolyte balance. But yeah, gonna enjoy this, chill out for the rest of the night. Bon appetit. $8,632. So what I'm going to do, just to make up for the remaining steps, is I am going to get my shit together and I'm just going to walk to the shop. So it's about maybe 15 minutes there, 15 minutes back. So all that'll do is I'll just up my steps a little bit more, make sure that I'm not being a lazy motherfucker. So it's something that you can't really be bothered doing, but you've got to do it anyway. And like I've said in the past, these sorts of things really add up to when you're looking to obviously shred some weight. A lot of my clients online, they always say, they're like, Chris, what's the best thing to do if I'm going to miss the gym, or I've missed the gym 3 nights in a row? See, the best thing, just make sure you're getting at least, like for instance, if you missed your training session, get 15,000 steps in. Instead of sitting watching Netflix or watching a movie or whatever it may be, just get your steps in. So instead of me sitting here going on my phone, watching TikTok or doing something not very constructive, I'll just get my shit together and then just go to the store, walk back, kill some time, And what that'll do as well is it'll allow me some time to switch off from any sort of electronics that I use throughout the day as well, you know, because there's nothing worse than just lying in your bed. I feel like I've just yawned all day today. Just switch off from the electronics, make sure that my brain's switching off. You know, it's pitch black outside, and also, you know, this might sound a bit silly, but you know, actually getting out in the night time helps your body clock get set in, and allows you to, you know, realise it's actually night time. I spend a lot of my time inside right now, so it's good to get the sunlight in the morning, but also make sure that, you know, I'm getting the night at night time, if that makes sense, just to get your body clock going. But a really successful day training. Wrestling was really good today. I was really impressed with myself, feeling super sharp. And then the pads tonight, as you see, were nice and quick, nice and sharp, going over some game plan stuff, just going over some stuff, just getting moving as well. You know, sometimes, you know, I rest the night before sparring, but usually on a Monday, you know, you're feeling fucking hell, super energetic, so sometimes just getting moving, get a good sweat on, and getting ready for tomorrow and go over some stuff. But yeah, I'm going to go to the shop, and what I'll do is I'll tie in the next part of the video and just kind of summarise the day, maybe show you the calories that I've ingested. I might have a wee treat when I go up to the store. I might buy some watermelon or something, we'll see. But yeah, stay tuned, I'll be back very, very soon and you'll see what I get, but I'm not bothering taking you all the way to the store, it'll be boring. You know, and as well, if you are interested or you want me to do any sort of content that, you know, you're interested in, please let me know. Send me a little message, comment below what you would like to see. Food shop, could be a day in a life training, like I've got strength and conditioning. Obviously we've went through a little bit of nutrition. I'm pretty boring right now. This life of mine right now is extremely boring, so yeah, let me know what you want to see. So we have smashed it. We're up at 12,747 steps, so between my 10 and 15k we are short by about 3,000 to make our 15,000. That's the top end, so we're in the middle. I'm pretty happy with that. We've had quite a big day today, especially with wrestling, so I'll just quickly take you through the calories that I've taken in today. I've had 2,058. I've had 134 grams of protein, 235 grams of carbs, and 69 grams of fat. 69, coincidence? I think not. But, so we've had, for breakfast, we were 500 calories there, or 528. We had the pancakes, obviously. The lunch, we had the bagel, and then dinner, we had that kind of ramen style thing that we talked about, and I had 2 snacks today. I didn't add that in, I didn't show you guys. I've had 250 grams of watermelon just now as I've came back from the shop. So that's came to my total calories. You'll be able to see that on screen now. We'll plug that up. I'll send a picture in and you can have a look at that, but that's my total calories today. I've got a little bit of work to do. I've got some online clients I need to run through, and I've also got some exciting things that I have to, you know, go through. I'm adding to my arsenal of skill sets. I'm currently working on a spreadsheet from a business opportunity that I'm getting into right now, so I'm going to batter on with that, get through it. But that is my day in a life. So that's Monday the 3rd of November. We are exactly 5 weeks away from the fight against Terence McKinney. Really good day today. Not one bit of my training was bad. I hope you enjoyed the video. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I've put my heart and soul into my training for many years now, and you know, it's starting to pay off. I've had such a good day at training today, going with the best guys in the gym 24/7, 7 days a week, you know, putting my body on the line. So we have 5 weeks until we fight Terence McKinney. Stay tuned, do not blink. I'm going to put on a performance of a lifetime. I'm feeling in tip-top condition.
I'm very smart about my training these days, but I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. There's going to be many more, and if you want to see anything more like this, or you have any suggestions, please comment below, and please like, subscribe, and send this to all your friends. It will help me boost my profile and give more information back to you guys. So once again, thank you very much, and I'll catch you in the next one.